And after much delay, welcome everyone once again to another edition of the Your Trip is Short podcast. I'm your host, Eric Lucier, and oh, it's been a while. December 1st, 2022. I couldn't even begin to fathom how long it's been since I've put out an episode, but with it being December 1st, it's the return of the musical Advent. My gift to you, 24 days of artists you should be listening to. And I'm going to do my damnedest to find 22 that you have never heard before, maybe even never heard of before. My gift, once again, to you. I really did miss this a lot. And I thought with the literal turn of the calendar, I would return to the microphone and offer you this gift. It's been a while, like I said, and I hope you are truly doing well. It's been a year, hasn't it? Not literally since I've been behind the microphone, but quite the year, of course, 2022, since we returned to normal life. Is it post-COVID? Kinda? Perhaps? Maybe? It seems to be. I mean, the media is not covering it to what they once were doing. And if it wasn't for the masks that are on one of every six people when you're out and about in public, you'd perhaps forget that we are still living in this post pandemic world or this pandemic world still, depending on where you are. And it's been a series of ups and downs. Life is truly a roller coaster. And if you don't feel like you're on one every once in a while, then perhaps you're really not living. My relationship at home has been one, my work life has been one. Friends' lives have been one that I've known, and we're always going up and down. So hopefully, it's more downhill and fun and woo than it is uphill and oh, what's going to be around the corner or what's over this next hump. And I hope you're on that better side of things because I know that I have been. It was certainly an interesting year as 2022 started. For those that have listened before, of course, starting with my being sick the first month and trying to figure out what was going on, to rheumatoid arthritis diagnosis on February 2nd. So as of tomorrow, it's really been 10 months post diagnosis and living with this new uncurable, what's the word, disease that I really have in treatment. In, I can't say remission because I certainly still have some interesting flare-ups and difficulties from day to day as those pop up, but living with that and not drinking really over these last 10 months. It's been, every once in a great while, a drink, maybe two, but that's about it. And I haven't had a drink in 3 or 4 weeks, and I'm perfectly okay with that. But as someone that's been so involved in the beer community over these last 7 years with finding a Vermont Beer Week in 2015, it's been interesting to adapt to that, forging new relationships. And as of the last, almost 5 months now, living once again within that community as well, as I am behind the bar or serving on the floor at the Spanked Puppy here in Colchester. Shout out to my buddy Ted and the wonderful crew down at the Spanked Puppy for bringing me in, making me feel so welcome and at home, and to our customers, just wonderful, wonderful people. You can find me behind the bar or on that floor Wednesday, Friday, or Saturday nights. And as I fill in on shifts, but those are my typical shifts, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday nights. And I love that new community that I've found at the Spanked Puppy. Been doing my best to bring some of the music behind the bar when I'm there and can grab the Bluetooth versus the bad commercial radio that we have here in the Champlain Valley, and always looking for something new to play when I'm behind there. It was great last night. I threw on a playlist and there was a gentleman at the end of the bar that was singing along to a couple of the tracks. So we got into a conversation about music, and I suggested this gentleman that I'm going to be playing today for Musical Advent Day 1 to him. He was like, haven't heard that name yet. I'll definitely check him out. So that's what I'm hoping to do with these on the daily, December 1st through December 24th. So I'm going to have to come up with that list. Our Spotify Wrapped came up yesterday, and it reminded me of a lot of the same old that I listen to, but it showed me some of the new stuff that I listened to in 2022 as well. I've listened to over 56,000 minutes of music on Spotify, or probably podcasts as well, which told me that I listened to 39 and a half days of music and podcasts on Spotify. So it's quite a bit of time. Going to delve through those playlists and hopefully find some new artists for you to listen to here over these next 24 days. So without further ado, I'm not going to blabber much. This is really going to be a quick little intro every single day and down to business for the musical Advent 2022. And we're going to start December 1st with a gentleman by the name of Drayton Farley. And if you haven't heard Drayton as of yet, well, you're in for a treat. I've really been enjoying Drayton and his music over this last 12 months. Just been a great listen. I'd go into a little bit more about him, but I don't know a ton about him exactly. So I'm going to see if I can pull up a bio here of real quick before we delve into his music. As I pull up DraytonFarley.com. He's from Alabama, got a great voice, a little bit of the new Americana country folk roots sound that has been popular as of late. A lot of just real solo stuff, just him and an acoustic guitar. I'm hoping he gets up here to the Burlington area sometime soon. Love his stuff. And I'm hoping that you do too. So DraytonFarley.com, that's DraytonFarley.com. And I hope you do enjoy him. For Musical Advent Day 1, thank you for tuning back in to Your Trip is Short. I'm your host, Eric Lucier. I hope you enjoy these 10 songs from Drayton Farley. My gift to you, December 1st, 2022. Always remember, your trip is short.